Hi, Reina family, Holy Reina family. I'm at a gas station. It's probably, I think, like 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's my first night of trying to, well, my first night sleeping in the car, and it was unsuccessful. It got too hot. I woke up and I'm like, oh. So I tried to turn the car on, and I didn't want to waste gas with the AC. So I looked up Flying J, and I'm gonna see. Hopefully, it has a lounge like it has the lounge in Waco. I'm in Georgetown. Well, I was in Round Rock with a Quick Trip, where I was sleeping, and and yeah, I woke up. So I'm like, oh man, you know what? Let me go try this out. It was 24 miles away, so I had to basically going towards Waco, but definitely way before. And I passed by this place, and I'm like, let me check this out. It was open, but I don't think it has a lounge where you can sit. Cause at least I can sit down. I won't be laying down, but I'll sit down in the AC. So I want to do that, but I had a good day today. Ate at Cotton Patch through via Uber Eats, Country Fried Chicken, and went to a cigar lounge before that, and it was cool. Talked to a guy, and talked to another guy too, and it was weird, man, because he started talking like, you gotta be careful, boys, because there are many men out there that find us intimidating, and they could be so big and tough, but somehow they find us intimidating. So, and you can't let that bother you, because they're not happy in their lives. The guy is probably like 50. He went to the army and everything, and finds a little short guy intimidating. From the very beginning, he didn't like me, and I held my own. It was so funny. I was fighting back, but right away he attacked. He found out I was married, and he was a big black guy, and the things that black people do is they take men's wives and they have sex with them, because apparently a lot of black guys have big penises. So he joked about that, and I'm happy that I've accepted it, where mom might be with another man. And so I was prepared. I was ready for it. But that's one thing that a man typically can't handle. So they go crazy, and they know it. So they do that to cause a fight. And I didn't. So, and then I embraced it. I was saying, well, let's do it. Like my wife wants you and all this stuff. And I made a joke, and you could tell he didn't like it, because it was, again, man, it's just weird how men fight. And it was cool, but he didn't like it because nothing was hurting me. Like, I don't have you guys anymore. There's nothing that could hurt me. I lost my family. Doesn't matter if your mother sees another man. It doesn't hurt me. And I know she's a sinner. I know we're all sinners. I know she's a human. You have to forgive her. But what made me more sad was that I acted like I was living with you guys. It felt good, but I don't have you guys. So that's what hurts me more than anything else. So yeah, he didn't like it, and then I fought back where and again, the way I fight with words, man, is very it's hard because normally men can't control their emotions. They want to fight, so they never get to the talking part, and I do. And you can't fight with that because you're gonna lose with me because I can control my composure. So it's funny. Uh, and he didn't like it at all. You could tell he was losing, and it was just funny. And then I even talked about, I'm like, well, why don't your girlfriend switch with me? Come on, you're supposed to do this. And again, like he thought I was gonna get sad about it, and no, like we have to accept it. There's nothing we can do, and so many men are stubborn. That's why he had a divorced wife, he said. So men are hurting, and I still believe I'm gonna be with you guys because I know I've done good. It's things I just have to accept. But then I mentioned that, even after you have sex with my wife, I said, you're only gonna be good for one thing, I said. And like I fought with that, and you could tell he didn't like it, but that's the reality of it. At the end of the day, that's all they're good for. And I know my wife knows that I love her, and that'll always last over lust. It's just we're humans. We always get weak, and we think that's more important, and we leave and we get angry and all this stuff. And no, like, at the end of the day, you guys are still my family. So I joked about it. I'm like, after all this, you're only good for one thing, I said. And then even at the end, I'm like, all right, you better have sex with my wife. He was like, no, I'm gonna tell her things. I'm like, no, we ain't hiring you for your knowledge. You're good for one thing. And then I walked away. And you could tell, like, that's what hurts that type of men, when they think that's all they're good for. And it's sad. That's a sad world when you only care about sex. You live by the sword, die by the sword. And I don't live by that. I live to something that will last. Even through all this craziness, I will still be the most fortunate man on earth. So I have my family, and many men don't have that. Many men go throughout their whole lives searching for that love. And I have it. So I know how fortunate I am. And again, it's just sad that there are many men that they have a very low trigger warning, and they just get so depressed and sad, and they take it out by fighting. So, but yeah, that was a fun thing. I'll still go to a cigar shop there because I liked it. And it was just cool because I held my own, boys. Like, you have to learn about that, because if not, you will get into big fights. And you don't even have to. There's a cigar, it's cool. Talking about cigars. But the ones I went to are better. And yeah, you just have to analyze everything. I loved it. I just felt like I was in control of it. It was so cool, man. Like, you can be as tough as he was, and you could tell he was losing. The person that speaks more typically has more to prove. So be very wise with your words. Listen a lot. And then when there's time to speak, you speak. But a lot of times people make themselves look dumb if you just let them speak, because they have no idea what they're talking about. And the more you learn, the more you listen, the more you become wise. So, and yeah, it was just so cool. Like, I was using all those tactics on them, because a lot of people don't realize how you can beat someone with words very easily. And again, the one if you stay quiet, you can see who the loser is. And remember I said act dumb so you can see who your allies are. And all that, man, all that. And it was just so cool. Like I said, I haven't done it in a while because I don't talk to a lot of people. But when I did that, I went, man. And yeah, you will create enemies, but there's winners and losers. And it's just who's going to be the strongest. And a lot of times it's not your strength, like your physical strength. It's in your mind. Is the strongest, man. I believe I did it. It was just, again, there's so many types of them, those type of men. Very easy to predict. Very easy. Because they're just uncontrollable. And here I am talking as a guy that couldn't control my anger. But man, I feel like I'm even more powerful now that I can control my anger. That was my only weakness. And yeah, just interesting. I better go because I don't see a lounge anywhere. Oh my gosh, it says Truckers Lounge. Oh my gosh. It saves me 7 miles. So I have to go more up north. Oh man, if this... Let me see here. Oh man. I could park in the back here. Oh my gosh, here's the lounge. Look at the lounge. I can lay down right here. It's not as soft, but it's definitely good. Oh, yeah. This is cool. It has showers too. Oh man, this is cool. I knew something was good to stop by here. This is cool. Saves me 7 miles. So it's basically 7 miles from Planet Fitness that I work out. And that's about the same type of miles in Waco from Quick Trip, but getting gas to the shop. It's probably like 5 miles, so 2 extra miles comparison, which I'm okay compared to 10 miles basically in comparison. If I would have went 7 more miles. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Why am I talking about math? But yeah, boys, it was cool. I'll just, like I said, there's going to be many men that try to mess with you. And again, you have to be strong in your mind. And then it causes resolution. Like if I were any other guy, he was ready to fight. And it's okay because, man, we don't know what people are going through. You know, like they're just waiting for someone to act up because they want to take it out and they want to be justified. I know. You know, like, don't let them dictate what you're doing. And plus, again, physically, he's so much bigger than me. He'll beat me up. But I was able to do it where you couldn't. There was no reason. Even a sad, depressed guy like that would not is understanding that, hey, it doesn't warrant this yet. Like, he wanted it. But, and then, you know, there's, man, it was just cool. I was going back and forth. Like, I was playing them so well. It was just so cool. You know, there's parts where you kind of balance it out. You have to be respectful. So it makes them think, like, wait a minute, why is this guy being respectful if I feel like I hate him? Like, it makes them... I even shook his hand. I told him he did well in service. But, yeah, like, it hurts. A lot of times it's women, man. He mentioned how he had a girlfriend, but he's, oh, it's my woman. And so right there it tells you, like, oh, it's mine. Like, it's like you're controlling it. But the idea of controlling is you're afraid that she's gonna leave, so you have to, like, control it extra. So it's really fear. And but try to tell that to a tough guy. I've been to the Army for 30 years. So right out of college, right out of high school, basically. So you have to consider all that. So it's good to ask questions to find out their background so you can understand more. Like I said, it was really cool. I liked it because, again, I believe there's so much cruelty in this world, and a lot of people, it doesn't matter how tough you are, it will mess with you if you don't have a strong mind. And I don't know how God made me this strong, where even when I don't have my family, I'm still strong. I don't know how, man. I really don't know how, but He gives me strength. So I think I'm gonna move my car to the back. I saw the coffee, frozen coffee. I like that. But it's 4 o'clock, and then there's a like a restaurant next to it, like a wannabe Denny's, connected to this. So this might be a cool go-to place. It's nice and soft. I can lay down here, so really cool. You just gotta look nice. You gotta be presentable. So maybe I'll. But again, it is a trucker's lounge, so you gotta when in Rome. So you so you don't stick out too much. Professional, but be part of it. So, but yeah, I might have to buy headphones because a lot of truckers wear headphones. But yeah, I'm gonna park in the back there, and so it'll be more safe, I guess. But I'm kind of worried if they tow it, that would be crazy. They have I can do internet here, I imagine. I wonder if they got Wi-Fi, but no, I'll come here and just lay down. So this is a good, what do you call it? Man, lost for words. It's a cool experiment, not experiment, but a piece of new knowledge, piece of new information. Discovery, there you go. Said, I wanted to go to 6th Street, and I went to 6th Street. I just couldn't get out of the car, man. Just the idea of just talking to girls. I don't want it, man. That was a good sign, but I wasted gas going all the way to downtown. I just couldn't get out of the car. Part of it was me being cheap. I didn't want to pay $34 or $32 for parking. And then I'm like, well, maybe if I stay here and see what's up, maybe I'll go in a little bit, let me park here. And if I get out, then I'll pay. But I never got out of the car, so I didn't. And then I drove around just to kind of see the action. But I saw the big buildings. It was at night, so you couldn't see them, but they're tall. And I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, let me just go back to Round Rock to put gas. And then I got low in gas, so I'm like, I didn't want to get gas in the weird downtown. And it was about like 12 o'clock at night, in the middle of the night. So I'm like, no, I don't want to stay around here. Let me go to a safer area. So, and then I stayed at Quick Trip. But yeah, boys, it's just weird. Weird, but I'm happy that came that way because I didn't want to go. But part of me, I was like, I got to talk to women because I just feel weird not talking to my wife. And I'm happy that my body responded that way, where like, hey, it doesn't fill my pleasure. I'm happy because, again, that's nature. You can't really go against nature. I'm happy that naturally I didn't want to get out. So I'm happy. And only God controls that. That's why you can't get mad. If your mother were to see someone else, you can't get mad at that because it's nature. God wanted it. You don't ask why. You just forgive her because that's God's plan. I'm just going against God by preserving our relationships. I'm trying extra hard. But again, it's nature, man. And I don't know if she'll forgive me either. And I think not. So that helps too. Fear of losing her again. But part of it is just I just love her. Like there's no desire to see other women. And that's what, when I was talking to that guy again, that's what kept coming in my head, where I'm like, I know what I have, and I don't even have you guys right now. I'm not even with you guys, but I know what I had. It was just the most beautiful thing. Like, no one can take that joy away. It's the most beautiful thing that many men would never feel. And I had the pleasure to spend 11 years like that, and 8 years without children, starting with Isaac. And no one could take that joy away. No stranger man talk. Like I said, I learned that through Dito, your uncle Dito. He would say nasty things, what he would do sexually to Nancy. It didn't bother me, because I knew that was just evil, not him. And same thing with this guy. Like, and again, to the contrary, I had so much fun that I don't think none of those men ever had. So I'm conscious that I'm very fortunate that even I spent 8 years with our children and 11 years with your beautiful mother. And I hope that one day that will continue. But until then, I just have to find ways to continue on with life, but still preserving our family. And that's what I'm doing now. I feel great with the AC. Oh, yeah, it woke me up, the hotness, and I don't want to leave the door or the window open, because it's not good. Someone might steal things when you're sleeping, so I had to open it just a little bit, so it just felt stuffy, and I just felt gross, and it woke me up. I was like, oh. So I'm glad I drove here. I might get something to eat. I'm a little hungry. I didn't eat anything since, I think I ate that about 7. But yeah, I really like that cigar shop. So cool. You walk in, and they're closing. They're switching to another place. That's unfortunate, but that's not until November. But the guy was cool. The cigars were good. I bought a $20 cigar, and it makes a difference, boys. It really does. And I don't have a locker there, so I don't want to get two, because you have to spend at least $15 every time. And so I might get like a $15 cigar, between 15 and 20. But yeah, man, that one, the Liga Privada, oh, thickness of it was really good. But you can tell it's quality. So anyways, I'm happy. I'm gonna move my car, and but yeah, that's what happened these past couple hours, and yeah, hope you guys have a good evening. And again, that's one of the big lessons, boys, and this is proof. You can dictate any conflict. Don't ever, and you guys are very smart. I would say especially Isaac, but all you guys are smart, because you learn from me, and then Isaac learned from me, and then each boy learned from each other, and you guys are very intelligent. I know how Isaac speaks so well, and Benny too. I see how you guys' brains work, and you're very smart, and I know you can use that to your advantage to not cause fights. 'Cause that's, again, there's so many people in this world that want to fight because they're just not happy. That's reality of life. People spend their whole lives trying to find happiness, and the reality, they never will. So again, be fortunate that you are happy, and try hard as you can to stay happy, because the world will push you down. And again, it's cool when you acknowledge that, and when you're aware of it, that you accomplish that. It's a beautiful feeling. So and I'm proof of it. That it just feels good that no matter what, you have a clear mind. You understand. So I love you guys. I love your mother. I'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna kind of doze off like this, or maybe I'll sleep like this. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see how comfortable I am. But right now, I feel good just sleeping like this. So, but I might get something to eat that might make me doze off. So, I gotta move the car. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. One day. But I'm excited because even Georgetown got busy between Georgetown and Round Rock. But yeah, boys, I had to step away because, man, Waco was just such a beautiful memory and just brought so much sadness, man. And it probably still is. Like I can't lose my memories of you guys. So even here, we have memories. Not as many as Waco, but even here. But it'll minimize it, but it will never take it away. But yeah, love you guys, and I'll see you guys again. Okay, I'm always thinking of you guys. I love you. Bye.